that's very critical. And I think one of the things that I will advise job seekers when you're coming for an interview,
Yes.
When you're being asked questions, please talk about your accomplishments.
Okay.
Yes, say the
Yeah.
things that you've done well.
Okay.
Mistakes people do also, don't talk bad about your previous employers also. Yes. So one thing that I will tell people is we all have our strength, we
Yeah.
all have our areas of improvement.
Yes.
But one thing I encourage people to do is, first of all, get to know that everyone
Yes.
is a work in progress.
Yes.
No one is perfect.
Okay.
So what you need to do is strengthen your strength
Yes.
as you work on your weaknesses. By that, then what you'll do is you motivate yourself.
Yes.
Because you know your strength. So continue strengthening that strength and then
Yes.
work on the areas that you feel you need to improve.
Yes,
And when you
yes.
focus on that, so give 70%
Yes,
on your strength
yes.
and run with it
Yeah.
as you work on your areas. That is the
Interesting.
number one thing. Because if you do that,
Yes.
the more you strengthen your strength, you continue believing in yourself.
So welcome to Off Mute with Becky. This is a place we keep it real. This is a space we speak it as is. We are practical and we are very authentic. We have guests that are willing to share their lives and they come in and share their journeys with us. And here we hear real stories, impactful stories, nice stories. Today we want to learn, how do we own a room? How do we just enter a room and own it? How do we get visibility? Today we are joined by a human resource consultant, and her name is Wairimu Njoroge.
Okay.
She will take us through and she will tell us what she has learned, what she has seen on her day-to-day, because this is her day-to-day, guys. She meets hundreds of people, Wairimu.
Yeah.
You meet hundreds of people who are looking for employment, who are looking for like they want to just change the spaces from employment to get into business. And I know you'll take us through that.
Yes, I
Yes.
will.
And I'm sure our viewers are very excited to hear the stories. And I know you're going to share plenty of stories. And I know you're a storyteller. So we are waiting to hear some of your stories. And so today we want to talk about the art of negotiating for yourself, how to gain visibility. We'll touch a bit on interview etiquette, a bit on personal branding, and how does this help us, achieve that visibility that we are talking about, right?
Okay.
So, but before we get into that, we want to know, who is Wairimu Njoroge?
Yes.
Yes, who is this woman?
Thank you, Becky, for having
Yes.
me. My name is Wairimu Njoroge. I am a HR consultant. So I have done HR for the last 17 years.
Whoa.
So I was employed for 10 years, consulting now for 7 years.
Okay.
It's been a beautiful journey, but apart from that, Wairimu is a bold woman. Wairimu is a go-getter.
Yes.
Wairimu loves life. I love to be happy,
Yes.
love to be peaceful, and I love people.
Do you love to be peaceful, really?
Yes, I love peace. I love happiness, and I love
Yes.
people. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to say that you love peace, but
Actually, peace for
I'll
me is
take
very
it.
important.
I'll take it because I know you're a ball of energy.
Yes,
I have
yes,
seen you at work.
100%.
I've seen you in social spaces, and you have beautiful energy, Wairimu.
you.
You encourage.
Thank
I've
you.
sit how your staff work around you. They're all comfortable. They're all really and just they look very homely at work. I've seen them, and it really encourages me every time I come to see them. And that tells me that the boss knows what she's doing, the boss who is Wairimu Njoroge.
Yeah.
So Wairimu Njoroge, kindly would you take us through and tell us, I know you are not always a HR consultant.
Yes.
You have a journey.
Yes, I do.
There's a
I do.
story somewhere.
Yes, there is.
So now kindly take us back. We want to understand you better. We want to know how your journey has been. We don't want to feel like you just fell off from the sky somewhere like Mr. Bean and just appeared.
Okay, yes.
So tell us your journey in a bit.
So I'll start my career journey. So I remember I was in Nairobi, University of Nairobi. So I was doing a diploma in business management.
Yes.
Reason being, I actually didn't know what I wanted to become.
Oh.
So I thought doing diploma in business management is all-rounded. There's insurance, there's HR,
Yes.
there's accounting, as much as I don't love maths.
Yes.
But there's everything. Then from there, I will get to know what I want.
Yeah.
So that is where I started. So I was working at a cyber at that time.
Yes.
And I was doing evening classes.
Can you take to the Gen Zs if they are watching? What is a cyber? Because
Oh my God.
We had cybers those days. That was a good business.
It was
thriving.
good business. It was
Tell our
thriving.
agencies who are
we
watching.
had so many people. So at that time, I think every business person needed to go to a cyber if you want to print, if you want to scan. And for people who wanted social media, that is where we will go to open our Facebook pages.
Yes.
At that time, we didn't have Instagram, but again, yes. Because I remember that is when I actually opened my first Facebook page. Yeah. So everyone was coming there. But you will see everyone is either on Yahoo,
yes,
Facebook.
That was Yahoo then.
What else was there? There were so many things at that time, but there was no IG, there was no TikTok, but people didn't have now smartphones, so people used to go to the cyber. So there was a lot of people there. There was a lot of crowd. Business was good. Yes. So that was my first employment. I was being paid 6,500.
Oh.
Yes.
So is that for rent? Is that for bills? No. What?
I was
what
living at home. It was just to start life.
Okay.
Yes.
But 6,500 then?
It was good money.
It was good
money.
It
will take care of my
right now it's pocket
transport.
Change.
It is.
But then that was good money.
Yes. So at least it will take care of my transport, my lunch and all that.
Yeah.
And that is all I needed at that time because I was living at home. So at that time doing evening classes.
Yeah.
So I met this lady who was a HR manager and she was so busy. So I used to do part of her assignments, either at work or at school, and we got to know each other. Personally, I'm a very curious person.
Yes.
So I got curious, what is this? What does she do?
Yeah.
So we became friends, and I make friends easily. So we became friends, and from there, then she asked me if I would mind being an intern. That is after we were done with diploma.
Yes.
So she asked me if I would want to be an intern. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
So I remember going for my first interview. I wasn't even ready. I didn't even prepare for the interviews. I just went, and I remember the questions they asked me was, why are you for this job?
Yes.
And I told them, I'm just curious. I'm eager to learn. I know nothing, but I'm ready to learn.
I like that.
Yeah. And I remember they laughed and they were like, okay, let's just take her on board.
Yes.
So I started as a HR assistant.
Okay.
That was, at that time, was 19 years.
Yes.
So in a company that was in Mombasa Road. So you can imagine I was in Mombasa Road and I was going to Chiromo.
Yes.
So after my diploma, I did BCom. And I knew I would major in HR because at that time now I had started practicing HR.
Okay.
So by the time I did my BCom, I majored with HR.
Okay.
And I passed very well because now that time I was already practicing what I was learning every day. Yes. So I will say HR chose me. Because at that time I didn't know what I wanted.
Yes.
So in between that, I was like, okay, so this is HR. And you were dealing with people. I love and enjoy people and all that. So I was like, let me do it. So I started now doing HR. So I majored with HR. At the same time, I was practicing HR.
Yes.
So graduated in 2012. I think by that time I had like around 4 years of experience. Then I went to a company in Naivasha. This was my Harvard School of HR. I learned anything and everything that I know.
Wow, it was a big company.
It was a big company. We were around 4,000 employees.
Whoa.
So I got to learn.
Yes.
I got to learn and I found so many experienced HR there.
Yes.
So I started as a HR assistant, stayed there for 5 years, then came back to Nairobi. When I came back to Nairobi, I remember I was actually poached. And I was so good at that time because of the experience I had gotten that I remember I was paid 3 times of what I was earning in Naivasha. So I came back in Nairobi and stayed for 2 years. It was not a big company as I was used to.
Yes.
So worked for around 1 year and a half.
Yes.
Then I remember at that time I felt I'm not being challenged enough.
Okay.
Funny thing, I like working under pressure, so there was no pressure.
Yeah, you're from the 4,000
Yes, I'm from 4,000. This is 100. So there was no pressure for me. So I felt like I needed something else.
Okay.
Something vibrant, more challenging things.
Yes.
So I didn't know what I would want. So I was looking for the other big companies that I would work for in Nairobi.
Yeah.
But in that space, I got a friend who introduced me to a networking forum.
Yes.
It's called BNI. So I visited BNI for the first time. And when I went there, I found young entrepreneurs. And I was like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
And this was challenging. I remember I left that space and I couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh my God, what can I become?
Yes.
what if I did this?
Now you
what
saw
I
the
did.
opportunities.
Yes, I saw an opportunity, and I was like, I want to do, because I thought of how I could do HR different, but I didn't know how. But when I went there, I was like, now this is a space where I can be my authentic self as a HR. Because when people meet me and my energy, people used to say, are you a marketer really, or are you a HR? So I was like, now this is a good space to be me.
Yes.
So, and that is when I started doing research of the kind of HR that I want.
Okay.
So
all the different kinds of HR.
Yes, like different kind, in terms of now the services that we will bring on board. So I was thinking about that, and also how can I just still bring my authentic self, my energy and my vibrancy into HR. Because people think HR are rigid and just silent. Yes. So I just wanted to be me. Yes, and older. So at this time I was 29, so I was still young. So I just wanted to know how to fit in, and at the same time how to be myself in the space. So yeah. So in 6 months, I had already done research and registered a company through a friend, a lawyer friend of mine who had invited me to BNI.
Yes.
So the company is called Stella HR Solutions Limited.
Yes.
Stella.
Your company is Stella.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the company is Stella.
Yes.
So Stella for star.
Yeah.
Stella, we bring energy, we bring vibrancy. So when we come to any company, when we meet any job seekers, our purpose, basically we say we are purpose to lift you up. It's to bring the light and hope into people's lives and businesses.
Yes, Stella Ahu.
Ahu.
I remember that.
Yes.
So now that has been interesting.
Yes.
So take us through. Now you are leaving employment. Now you want to get into your own business.
Yes.
How does that happen? What is that like?
My experience, for me, it was very instant, because I'm a risk taker. When I decide this is something I want to do, but part of the things that I did was plan myself financially.
Yes.
So I had to think, if I don't get business in the next 6 months, what do I do?
Yes.
So part of what I did is, good thing I had savings. I had pension. So I just did my math, and I was able to pay first my rent for the next 6 months.
Okay. Quite organized.
Yes. So at least I knew financially I could be able to cater for myself.
Okay.
I was just alone, so it was easy for me.
Yes.
So so I paid, and then also I was able to do a lot of research in terms of consultancy.
Yes.
What does this look like? Because again, you can't come and tell people what you also don't know.
Yeah.
So I had done a lot of research, benchmarked with a lot of consulting company, and good thing I had people who could help me, because I had also a lot of questions to ask from other consultants who are experienced. So I got people also who held my hand.
Okay.
So do your research, ensure that financially you have planned yourself, and also love what you do. Be passionate about what you're doing.
That part.
Yes.
That part.
Yes.
About loving what you do, because it gives you endurance. It gives you perseverance.
Yes. And you have to.
You have to, when you're doing what you love, it's something about it. You don't need to be pushed.
No.
You have just the inner motivation.
It's easy, yes.
It's easy, and it comes naturally. Yes. Amazing. So that's how you just jumped in and just got into your business now.
Yes. So I started there, started small.
Okay.
Started doing CV revamping and recruitment.
Yes.
So that is where I just started.
Yes.
Then now I went up building in terms of now visibility, company, brand. So opening up a website.
Yes.
So I had people who helped me in terms of that. So branding, getting business cards, doing a lot of networking also. Because again, where do you get this business? You have to network with people. Yes, so just getting into different platforms to network. So started from scratch, but very interesting journey. You learn every day.
You learn every day. And you're still learning, I assume.
And I'm still learning, yes. There's a lot to learn, yes.
Yeah, interesting. And now you have people looking up to you.
I know, right?
You know, you have so many people there I met. They're looking up to you. They're like, boss, tell us, which direction are we going?
I do.
So you're not just dreaming for yourself, but for the rest of your team.
Yeah.
And you have to plan for everyone.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to show up for yourself. You have
Yes.
to show up for other people.
Yes.
Yes, and I think the 3 P's that I always say that I work with, one is prayer.
Yes.
Because every time, even when you're going to a client, you have to say, God,
Yeah.
I want this person to like me. Because people do businesses with people they like and they trust.
And they trust.
Yes, so that's very important. So just pray for your business. Put God at the center of it.
Yes.
Then be persistent. Because you know
Yes.
what? There are hard days.
There
Are hard days. Then what do you do when there are hard days?
Yeah.
So
and
that
you can't
is-
give up. You can't give up. You have to keep going.
You have to.
Yeah.
And then lastly, passion. When you're passionate about what you're doing every day, then
Yes.
it becomes easy.
Yeah.
So for me, those are my 3 P's.
Yes.
Those are the things that push me every day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now I want to ask another question, because I know, like we started by saying, you meet hundreds and hundreds of people in
Yeah.
your line of work. And now I want to know, in your opinion, why do people often hesitate in negotiating for themselves? Because we know that, especially women.
Yes.
Especially women. We're emotional beings.
Yes.
I don't know that if that is a reason, but I want to hear in your opinion, why do you think that we hold back? We want to negotiate, there's something more we want, but we are not really able to show up for ourselves.
Yes.
Why is that?
I feel number one is thinking about your worth. What do you bring to the table? Yes. So we need to know about our worth, what you're bringing to the table, because if whatever you're selling is sellable to you,
Yes.
then it's sellable to someone else. But if you don't believe in what you bring to the table,
That is so true.
then that's a challenge.
Yes.
Again, being bold enough
Yes.
for your goals, for
Yes.
your dreams. You
Yes.
know you want to get there, so what do
Yeah.
you need to do? You need to be bold, and you need to show up for yourself.
Yes.
And don't think anyone will show up for you, and don't think anyone will know your value if you're not telling people about it.
Yeah.
So you need to tell people about your value.
Yes.
And then again,
That's called bragging.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
it feels like bragging sometimes.
I feel
But you
it's
have
just
to
telling
talk
people
about
who
you.
you are. You have to say who you are.
Yes.
Yes, you have to show up for yourself,
Yeah.
so that people are able to know you, and you have to be visible.
Yes.
There's no one who will remember you when you're just there behind the scenes.
Oh my gosh. Unfortunately,
Yes,
so.
kimbelembele ni muhimu.
What is kimbelembele by the way in
So
English?
for me is basically
What is kimbelembele in English?
trying to think.
It's front.
It's front.
Take yourself
Yes,
front.
let's just say visibility.
It's- yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're visible, be
Yes,
visible, so
yes.
that people see you, people remember you.
Yeah.
If you're not visible, then people won't remember you.
True.
Yes, then I think also you need to be skilled. You need to be competent
Of course,
in what you're
yeah.
bringing. So don't just come and you're not prepared. Don't just come and you're not competent. You don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I feel those are some of the challenges when
Yes.
people are not bold enough, when
Yes.
people don't know their value,
Yes.
or they're not presenting their value, because
Yes.
you need to market yourself so that
Yeah.
it's easy for you to negotiate. Because
Yes.
if you market your value,
Yeah.
then it's easy to negotiate. But if
Yeah.
you don't know, so it starts with you knowing yourself.
Yes,
and
and
what
now
you
that
bring.
you brought that up, the kimbelembele bit, which is bringing yourself front. I remember there's a time I went somewhere, I was looking for a job. I was just broke and I needed a job. And in that case was anything. I'm normally a trainer, I'm a coach, but now in that case, and it was during COVID that time. It was
Okay.
just like a time where we were going through a rough time. And I went just somewhere boldly and went to ask for a job. And I was like, so the lady, I remember the director asking me, so what are you in journalism? No. I'm in training. She's like, no, we don't need training right now. What else can you offer? And I remember this day where Remo, like it was yesterday. I told her, you know what? I'm very good with people. She's like, what do you mean you're very good with people? I was like, I'm very good with interacting with people, facing the people.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, so why would you tell me that? How will that help us? I'm like, you think through your company. I am that person you'll send to interact with the people, the corporates, the whatever businesses, and I'll be your face. Tell me what you want. And she was like, wow, you know what? You're hired.
Good stuff. That is good.
I got it was just a small bit. It was just a small time. But I got that. I got in. It was just, I was very bold. I knew that I don't know what these people do here, but I know I have what I have.
Yes.
That's awareness again.
Yes.
I knew that I'm good with speaking. My voice, I know I can be articulate. I can, I can speak out for people.
And that's very key.
Yes.
That's very key.
So it's good to know, like
it
you're
is
saying.
good to know. It's good to know yourself.
Yes. Now, tell me, you have some practical negotiation skills you could probably share with us, like practical.
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, let me give you a key scenario. I'm thinking of a scenario right now. A lady just got a baby and she has to go back to work, but she feels like she's not ready to leave the baby for whatever reasons, because there are many reasons, yeah? So she feels she's not ready and she would need more time. But now, again, there's a boss who is really on her case because her desk is already piling up. Whoever was, holding up for her is, also going back to their space. She has to go back. How would you advise her to negotiate for herself for more time at least?
So first of all, it starts with what I usually bring into the table. If you've been a good employee,
okay,
and employee mean in terms of performance.
Yes.
So if you've been doing so well, then when it comes to negotiation, remember again, it's what you've been bringing to the table.
Yes.
If you say, this is what I've brought, this is what I can do, even maybe when I'm away, because that's very critical.
Yes.
But if you've not been an employee who's been bold, who we have seen the things that you've done, the value that you've brought, then it's very hard to negotiate.
Yes.
But again, if you've been this person who has been an asset and not a liability, then it's easy for you to negotiate and say, you know what, I know this is what I've been able to do, and then have a plan also. Don't be that person who is not bringing solutions.
Okay.
Say you will have time away, but again, what will you do?
Okay.
Is there someone else? Are there things that you've done to take care of it?
Yes.
Are there things that you can do maybe even when you're at home? Because right now, sometimes you're like, virtually, online. So it's what you bring to the table as your negotiation tools.
Yes.
Say, this is what I can be able to do. Maybe this is the plan that you have. Bring in solutions.
Yes.
Then from there, it's very hard for anyone to say no.
Yeah.
But if you come and you have nothing on the table, then that's
makes
a
lot
problem.
of sense.
That's a problem.
I'm also thinking for that person who needs a raise or they need to, a step up to a higher grade.
Yeah.
The same applies.
The same applies.
The same applies.
You have to tell us why.
Yes. Why exactly do you deserve to be there?
Yes. Why do you deserve even a promotion?
Yes.
You deserve it because you've done this and this and this. Talk about your achievements.
Yes.
Let's talk about bragging again.
Yes.
So talk about your achievements. What have you been able to do? And also what do you think you can do in this other role? So that's very critical. But if you have nothing to say, then again, there's no value proposition for you. Yeah. So that's very critical. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So we just need to, again, like we're saying, we don't just show up. Again, there's preparation.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
There's a plan. Right? And there's also knowing what is it that is different that I'm bringing on the table.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't just show up.
Don't just
come and say, I need more salary.
Come with points.
Points. Why?
And achievements, things that you've been able to do. Because if you talk about your accomplishments, then everyone is interested to hear. But if you have nothing to negotiate, then there's no negotiation power there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now talk to me about women, because like I have been bringing it up because I feel it's an issue. We fear talking about ourselves. Okay. We call that bragging, or it feels like bragging. Like, I'm just trying to say this and sound very kind, but if a man comes to the same spot, a man is able to talk about what they're able to bring on the table, even if they don't have it all. They'll come in and just say it.
Yes.
They'll come in and just go for it.
Yes.
A woman will be thinking that small bit that she doesn't have. Like maybe she had 80% of what was expected. She qualified 80%.
Yes.
The 20% is the one that I'm thinking, guy,
Yeah, this is what will fail me.
I don't have. Yes, this will fail me. I don't have this. I don't have that. And a man who has, say, 60% achievements or qualified 60%, they'll still walk in boldly.
True.
And they'll get that position.
True.
And I know you meet such people and they come for interviews.
I do, yes.
Yeah. So what would you advise us?
Yeah, I think the one thing that I will tell people is we all have our strength, we all have our areas of improvement.
Yes.
But one thing I encourage people to do is, first of all, get to know that everyone is a work in progress.
Yes.
No one is perfect.
Okay.
So what you need to do is strengthen your strength as you work on your weaknesses. By that, then what you'll do is you motivate yourself
Yes.
because you know your strength. So continue strengthening that strength and then
Yes.
work on the areas that you feel you need to improve.
Yes,
And when you
yes.
focus on that, so give 70% on
Yes,
your strength
yes.
and run with it
Yeah.
as you work on your areas. That is the number one thing. Because if you do that,
Yes.
the more you strengthen your strength, you continue believing in yourself.
Yes.
Yes,
And
you become
affirming
bolder
yourself
and
as
affirming
well.
yourself.
Yeah,
And you
I
know
got
what?
this.
Yes, even when you get these small wins, celebrate them.
Yeah.
Pat yourself
Oh, I
and
love
say, you
that.
know what?
I love
I've done
that.
this. I can
Yes.
do this. So always just motivate, affirm
Yeah.
yourself, and just strengthen the things that you're good at. Because, and also understand that you can't be perfect.
Yes.
Every day, every single person, you keep on learning.
Yeah.
You're a work in progress.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be that.
Yes.
And it's okay to be there. But just be aware of where you are,
Yes.
the things that you're good at, and the things that you need to improve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now let's just discuss about, we are in this organization, we're working together. We are all eyeing a particular post. We are
Yes.
all, our eyes are there. There's a target. There's a
Yes.
prize over there. We are all gearing and working very hard for that. And so it's noisy. You know, it's a marketplace. We talked about personalities. With
Yes.
you, you know about it.
Yes.
There are some people who are bragging more. Some people are bold, you know,
Yes.
very, very bold. Others are quite timid, yet they have it. They've
Yeah.
got all this. How do we gain visibility in that kind of an environment? Because again, we will tend to feel, some of us will tend to feel, do I just go under and forget this? Maybe it wasn't meant for me. Maybe it wasn't meant. We use
Yeah.
that a lot. Maybe it wasn't meant
And
to
for-
be.
yes.
Maybe God didn't align me with this thing. No, but how do we do this? How do we still get the visibility when we are so many of us who want the same thing?
I think the first question is, what do you want?
Yes.
Because when you know what you want and where you want to go,
Yeah.
then you'll be hungry. But when you don't know what you want,
Yes.
then you limit yourself.
Yes.
So let's start with you knowing what you want.
Yes.
You knowing your hunger, because we all have different stories.
Yes.
I don't know your story, what makes you wake up in the
Yeah,
morning. What's your
yeah.
key to success? So what drives you?
Yes.
So you need to find out what drives you,
Yeah.
what you want in this life. Then you need to be hungry enough to go for it. There are spaces that will make you very uncomfortable. But again, because you're thinking that this is what I want, this is my goal.
Yes.
You know what? I have to walk into that
Yes.
that uncomfortable
So you will
space.
overcome all the kind of challenges
You
that
need
show
to,
up. Yeah.
yes. And you know what? Sometimes you'll do it and you'll do it in fear.
Yes.
But just go.
Must do it.
Just do it, because on the other
Yeah.
side of fear is success. So just do it.
Yes.
Just do it every day and show up for yourself. Because don't wait for anyone to recognize you. As you're saying, opportunities might be very small,
Yeah.
but again, there's so many people. And people are hungry. But at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
not the smartest person who will get the job.
Yes.
It's whoever is so hungry and so ambitious
Yeah.
that will get the job.
I like
So,
that.
Yeah.
It's not the
So
smartest in the
it's
room
not
that gets
It's
it.
not the smartest in the room.
Yeah.
It's not the smartest. It's the one who's
Yeah.
most hungry and someone who
Yes.
wants it. So every day they are striving to get to their goal.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
know yourself and
Yeah,
run
and
for
what do
your
you
dreams.
want? Run
Yeah,
for it.
Run for it.
The stories would run.
Yes,
Don't walk
yes,
for it.
yes.
Don't joke.
Own it.
Run.
Own it also.
Yeah.
Own your dreams.
Yeah.
Because no one is going to run for your dreams. You're the
Yeah.
only one person. You're the only person who can chase your dreams.
Yes.
So just go for it. Imagine,
Yeah.
just go for it. Yeah.
Wow.
And you don't have to go because you're perfect. Don't wait for you to be perfect.
Yeah.
You're thinking maybe for me to get or maybe start a business or maybe to
Yes.
be promoted, I need to be this and this. No.
Yeah.
Imagine you learn as you go. So just
Yes.
start
Yes.
and go for it. Yes.
Yeah.
That is one thing I will advise.
Interesting.
Yes.
Just go for it.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
Just go for it.
Yes, and you know some of our personalities will overthink.
I
Okay,
know.
I'm not those ones, but I know.
Yes,
I've
we
seen
do have
people who
those.
overthink and wait for every opportunity, everything, the environment to be perfect.
Yes.
Everything to just align.
Yes.
And then that's the day I
Yes.
get to move.
True.
Yeah.
And you know the most challenging thing is we can tell you can be this.
Yes.
But if you don't believe you can be that, you won't be.
Yes.
So it starts with you. It starts
Yes.
from within.
Yeah.
You believing in yourself and you believing that you can actually be a leader. If it's a promotion you want, you can be anything you can.
Yes.
Anything that you can be, you can. The only person that limits you is you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you have to
Well
stop
said.
limiting you.
Yeah. So tell me, another issue is on executive presence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all want to appear, you know, in a certain way because it is said that 7 seconds is all it takes.
Yes.
You know, there are people who will not trust you, and for that reason, they will not work with you. just because they didn't like you. And we started by talking about that. Now, creating that executive presence, especially as a business owner, you know, how do you build that executive presence? And is it even important?
I believe it's very important because even when you're talking about personal branding, one of the things that I will say that are very key, number one is image.
Yes.
Because how you look, how you talk, how you walk is very critical. Even when you walk into the room, how do you walk into the room?
Yes.
Do you walk into the room like you're a bold, confident person, like you know what you're saying?
Yes.
Are you, when it comes to your skills, are you competent?
Yeah.
And then again, what are your personal attributes?
Yeah.
Those are also very key. What are your values?
Yes.
So these are the things that mold you into the kind of person that you are, and also what your presence talks about. Because you don't have to tell us who you are. We will see it.
Of course.
We will feel it.
Yes.
Yes, because it's so that is very, very critical as a business owner and anyone else.
Yes. In fact, I remember talking to some young people, some young teenagers, and I told them, you know, before you come into my office, if I hear you walking down the corridor, just the sound of how you're lifting your legs, you know, just how you're, you know, the way you're dragging your feet, I can feel and I can tell what kind of a person you are. So before you come in, I've already judged you.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
Mostly not positively, but I've judged you.
Yes.
And so by the time you come in, I'm looking at you, I'm thinking, am I really able to work with this person? Because my perception is this person is lazy.
Yeah,
just because of the dragging of the feet.
True.
You know, it could be as small as that.
Yes.
You know, and we're going to talk about that a bit more, especially when we talk about interview etiquette. That is an area, I have been self-employed for the longest time. So I've not really been to an interview, even if it was that one I was talking about. It was very casual, very informal. But now we know they can be very daunting.
Yes.
I mean, going to an interview full of a panel, and they expect you to know what to say.
Yes.
You expected to know how much you need to ask for. You expected to behave just right and perfect. They have an expectation on you, and you need to know that expectation.
Yes.
I find that very daunting. Can you take us through about this interview etiquette? What exactly do we need to do? What should people observe?
Yeah. So let's start before the interview.
Yes.
So first of all, you need to prepare.
Okay.
And in preparation, number one is do research of the company that you're going to. Because so many times people come for the interview and I'm asking them, tell me what you know about us. And they're like, I didn't Google, I didn't research.
What?
Yes, so already that.
Yeah.
Bonga points zimepotea. So
like that.
Yes, so it's very critical. Do your research.
Yes.
Get to know the company. Get to understand a bit of the culture.
Yes.
And right now there's so many spaces you can check. You can check the social media.
Yeah.
You can go to their website. You're able to know.
Yes.
So do your own research. Secondly, prepare in terms of this job. There's a job description to this job.
Yes.
Go through the job description. Get to know, do you align to the job description? Because the questions that you're going to be asked align to that.
Yes.
To the job.
Okay.
Yes. So that is a good part of you getting prepared. Get to know so that you already know what the job requires.
Yes.
So take yourself through the job description.
Yes.
And even if you have a question, kindly call the company and ask them if you need any clarification.
Yes.
So once you're set, that part is very critical. Secondly, your image. When you come to this interview, how are you dressed? Because again, we will address you the way you're dressed. That's very critical.
Yeah, that is
so how?
bottom line.
Yeah, people will say maybe nowadays you're not looking at it, but people do in an interview.
Yes.
Yeah, so do your best, dress smartly.
When you talk about dress your best, what are you talking about? Because dressing your best for one person is different from another person. What would you recommend?
So I will say it can be semi-official, but just be decent.
All right.
Decent and something you're also very comfortable. Don't be there and you're also looking very uncomfortable.
Yes.
So be comfortable, be decent.
Yeah.
Then something else, come early.
Okay.
Because even when you come early, you're able to take your time, even if you're panicking, to just breathe, relax, observe. You give yourself time again to just go through, reflect on the interview, on the job description, on everything that you researched. So when you're there, when you're called for that interview or now to go to the panel, you're relaxed and you're calm. Then when you walk in, how you walk in is very important.
Yes.
Don't walk in and show us your back. Walking.
That's body language.
That's body language.
Yeah.
Remember, it's the biggest communicator.
Yes.
Yes. So again, how you walk in is very critical.
Yes.
Walking, put your smile. Your smile is your logo. Smile to the people. Say hi to the team. You also ask if you might be given a seat. It shows also
don't
courtesy,
just sit just because it's a
and
chair.
discipline, yes.
Yeah.
So ask, because maybe there's so many chairs and maybe there's a certain point you need to sit.
Yes.
So it's also good to ask. It's good courtesy.
Yes.
So once you sit, also don't slouch.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're like I just said, you're relaxed. Yes. So you need to be seated upright.
Yes.
Then from there you'll be asked several questions. When you ask questions, pause, listen, understand, then answer.
All right.
Yes. That's very critical. And I think one of the things that I will advise job seekers when you're coming for an interview, when you're being asked questions, please talk about your accomplishments.
Okay.
Yes, say the things that you've done well.
Okay.
Mistakes people do also, don't talk bad about your previous employers also. Yes, that's very critical. So talk about the things that you've done in your previous companies.
Yes.
Talk about the experiences and how they can help in the role that you're being recruited for.
Yes.
That's very critical. Yes. So I think that's just a few of the things that I can tell people.
Yes.
Yeah, and always ask questions.
Ask questions.
Yeah, ask
it's
questions.
Allowed?
Yes,
Okay.
because you're given room at the end of the interview
Yes.
to maybe ask any questions. Don't be blank. Ask questions so that people feel you're interested and also that you've researched about the company. Yes.
Interesting. Of course, ask valid questions.
Yes, valid questions. Yes, valid questions aligned to the job.
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Could you tell us some stories of maybe some interviews you've seen, some mistakes that you saw that were really obvious? You saw this one is not getting this role. Yeah.
I think I've seen so many, so I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
But I think...
Give us the funniest.
I think the funniest was dress code.
Yeah, okay.
Not really. So there's dress. I've seen so many, but I will say how you dress is critical.
Yes.
How you sit is also critical.
Yeah.
Because I've done an interview and this person was just lounging
and just
they were
chilling.
Easy. They were just chilling and I was like, what is wrong? The whole time I was like, are you okay? Yes. So slouching, also not researched. I remember there's someone I interviewed some years ago, and they were like, I've never come for an interview, so I don't really know what to say. Then I will ask a question and then they'll say either a yes or no. So they will not explain and describe things. They'll just be yes or no. So it was a bit, so you wouldn't get to know them. But also for recruiters, one thing I say also on our end is make job seekers feel comfortable.
Yes.
Make them, when they're comfortable, you will see their authentic self.
Yes.
So also let it be where you're have a dialogue.
Yes.
Don't intimidate also. If you realize someone is panicking, maybe give them a bit of time to just relax.
And that's important.
Yes, so maybe you can even check their CV as you give them time, because you can watch the body language.
Yes.
So also for us recruiters, I will say is just also read them. If you realize they're panicking, just give them a bit of time, or just maybe have small conversation to just make them relax, and then have a dialogue. Because also when you have a dialogue, you'll realize again, you'll see the best version of themselves. They'll be able to express themselves. And again, you'll be able now to know the person, if this is the best fit or not. Yes. People, when they're comfortable, again, people talk. They talk a lot, so you're able to know, oh, this is what I want, or this is not what I want. So,
interesting.
It's a good time. So it's also good for you to be able to say that, yes.
I once had a story of a lady who went for an interview. It was in a school, a private primary school. And she showed up feeling very good about herself, chewing gum loudly. And she was chewing. I don't know if she knew how she was chewing. The story I was being told, it's a very true story. So she was chewing loudly. You know, the way some people can really chew and exaggerate. And it's not that they know what they're doing. They're not aware. It's just a default. It's just a default mode. And so she was chewing loudly And the way she was dressed, they felt it was not appropriate for the children because they wanted to give her, that time it was not like now we have grades in Kenya, at time it was class. So she was being given, they wanted to give her class 6 and 7. So she was qualified in terms of paper. She was very, very qualified, actually overly qualified. And the other people in the room were not as qualified, not even half as qualified. But these people told me, we observed and we thought the character that this lady seems to have, we don't want that rubbing off on our children.
Yes.
Because she's supposed to be a role model.
Yes.
If she can come to such an important event like an interview, chewing gum and dressed like the way she was dressed, they said it was indecent.
Yes.
I didn't ask the details, but they said it was indecent. If she had guts to come in like that, just picture this. How will she come to class?
That will be a problem. Yeah.
And for that reason, she didn't get the opportunity. Unfortunately, they didn't tell her why she didn't get the opportunity.
Okay.
All right? So most people will actually apply for jobs or these kind of opportunities. They never get a response.
Yes.
So you don't know what you did wrong.
Yes.
Unfortunately, because you're expecting this person to send a letter of apology and maybe, please explain to me. Like, why don't you tell us that here you are talking too much?
Yeah.
The next interview, don't talk too much. You're going to help me.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us the mistakes we do?
Personally, I do when I'm in the interview room.
All right.
I will tell you if I feel like you didn't do research. I will tell you next time, kindly, it's important to do research so that you're able to know.
Yes.
So that also you're not waiting and asking yourself, why didn't I get that job? I've gone to so many interviews. Or maybe even what is in your CV, you're not even sure.
Yes.
So maybe you've given another person to do CV revamping for you, so you're not aware of what is written. Because I've had cases whereby I ask someone something that is in the CV and they're like, what? They also want to check what's there. Yes. So
that's hilarious.
On your CV, get to understand what's there. Also, don't be overconfident. Yes, you can be confident, but don't be again overconfident.
Oh, do you mean where's the balance here?
You see, like the lady you're saying that she was very qualified. Maybe she thought,
her
I'm
papers
very
will
good.
speak for
My
me.
papers are perfect, so this will buy. Remember, at the end of the day, we're not just looking at the skill, but also at the personality. And we always say you can always train a skill, but personality is key. So that will be a problem.
Okay.
Yes. So your personality matters a lot. And you need to read the room also.
Read the room.
Read the room.
Read the room. This is a school. These are children.
Yeah, that's why research is important. Probably if you did research, got to know the culture, then you'll know, this is what their expectation is. Then it's become easy. So you see, again, it goes back to you preparing for the interview.
Amazing.
And learning about the culture, the company, so that even when you come, you don't look like a misfit. You fit in. Yes, that's critical.
Yeah. Interesting. Now, in today, what's happening today is, of course, the CVs. We are not struggling as much as we struggled those days. We used to go to the cyber and we used to tell that guy, type for me, this is my story.
Yes.
Now we have ChatGPT. All right? We have ChatGPT and all those other tools out there.
Yes.
My favorite so far is ChatGPT. Maybe I don't know. I've just settled. I've settled with that one. It's too much. There's too many options.
I'm also learning.
Yes. So we are learning in that space. But now somebody wants to have their CV done. And they've, of course, used ChatGPT to do their CV. Right?
Yes.
Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
And it's happening a lot.
It is.
Actually, part of our interviews, what we do is once you pass the first interview, the second interview is usually a presentation. So we've realized someone will come and everything is AI.
Yes.
So you can just tell, really? So what I will say is, yes, you can use the tool, but again, it's supposed to help us to be more efficient.
Yes.
But again, it doesn't mean now we can't personalize. If it's a presentation or it's a CV, you still need to personalize it so that you own it.
Yes.
So that when you're asked anything or when you're presenting, we can feel this is you and not just AI. So I think that's very critical.
So go through it again.
Let
Give it your flavor.
Yes. Personalize it.
Personalize.
Yes.
Because I've seen
so that you're not also surprised.
Yes, you're also surprised because everyone in the room is surprised. Like, what? Are you the one who
You're
does
also
do that?
surprised,
You're
what's
like,
there?
what's there? Please show me.
Yeah.
And it feels like we discussed this earlier before we started recording, and we're talking about how it feels like you have just you've opened your door to your home.
Yes.
You've opened to ChatGPT. Come in, do your thing. Me, I'm out.
What do you think?
You come in, plan everything. Like, you come, do your thing.
Yeah.
I'm out. No. We still need to put ourselves out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still say, in terms of traditions and innovations, they are the foundations that make you you.
Yeah.
So as much as you are innovating into different spaces again, the tradition comes in bit of you now being personalized to who you are.
Yeah.
So as much as we are going to use ChatGPT, also ensure that we are able to tell who you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you ask me, who are you in an interview, I come in and you tell me, Rebecca, who are you? Tell us. What am I expected to say?
So don't tell us about where your past, your family, and all that. We want to know about your skills.
Okay.
We want to know about your experiences.
Okay.
We want to know about your accomplishments. Again, brag. We need to know about your accomplishments. We need to see how all this is aligned to the role.
Yes.
So remember, again, you need to check the JD and ensure, even when you're talking about this, tell us how you're going to be aligned to the role. Yes.
Yeah.
So don't go beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Just go straight to your skill, your competencies, your experiences, your accomplishments, and how all that is aligned to the job.
Can I talk about my weaknesses at that point?
You will be asked.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, so sometimes
you're being
we
authentic.
do ask. Yes. Sometimes we ask about your weaknesses.
Okay.
Please don't say the normal ones that we already know. In Google, I'm a perfectionist. That is just so outdated. It's been said so many times. I feel just be authentic.
Yeah.
Just say what you feel.
Yeah.
Because again, as I said, it's okay to have areas of improvement as long as you are aware. Then it's okay.
Yes.
Because you continue improving on them. Yeah.
Areas of
so
improvement.
just be authentic.
Not weaknesses.
Because the things people will say and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
That is so Google. That is so wrong. Yes, but the things you'll say and we feel, this is you and it's okay. Yeah.
Because you want to relate with a human being.
You want to relate with you. Yeah.
Yes. If you say you're not a morning person, but of course for this role, because it requires you to be coming very early morning, and you plan to really work hard to make sure this happens.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
And
even when you're asking questions, ask questions that align to the role, ask questions that align to the company.
Okay.
By that, you're able to tell you did research, which is a good thing.
Yes. That gives you the points we're talking about.
It does.
Interesting.
Gives you the bonga points.
The bonga points, we call them that. And now, so we got the job, we've been there, done that. Now it's 7 years later, I'm thinking, I need to shift from now this employment to possibly my own business or a family business. You have done that, so you are employed, and I know you transitioned to employment, to self-employment. Could you take us through, how do you know it's time? For you, how did you know it was time? Okay, you said that the HR looked for you. It was also not planned for. But what do you think? How do you think people should know it's time to either step out from this, space you've been for the last maybe 15 years? That's a long time.
Yeah.
How do I now just go out? Because it will not just be very graceful. I'm out, guys. Peace.
Yes.
Out.
Yes. First of all, I did not know when it was time. All I knew is I was tired of the space that I was in.
Yes.
Secondly, it is not everyone that is meant to do business.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
Thank you for pointing that out.
People forget that.
Yeah.
There are people who are good employees,
and
you can go the highest ranks, and it's okay.
Yes.
Because you can get from being an admin to a CEO in a company.
Yes.
So it is not everyone who needs to get to 40 or gets to a certain age and start business. No. Because I feel like most people think, okay, now mimi sifanyi biashara. No, it's not everyone.
Yeah.
You do not have to be that person.
Yes.
Then when you're coming out, I think part of the things that I think I was thinking about is the discipline. Because remember, you're out of employment.
Yeah.
Employment is a bit structured, and you will be told you
not
need to
a bit,
come.
a lot structured.
It is structured,
yes.
And you're supposed to come maybe 8 to 5 or whatever time, and you need to adhere to that.
Yes.
So you're out of employment. Remember, if you're not disciplined, if every day you're not going out there and looking for business, you will have no business. So again, are you disciplined enough to start business? Because people say sometimes employment is slavery, but business also.
Business is hard.
It is hard. You think about it every day. Your mind runs like a factory every single day. You have to think about your people, your employees. You think about salary. You think about marketing. You think about the growth of the company. Every single day, you're doing something to grow. So number one is, do you have the resilience? Because again, there are times in business that is very difficult. So you need to have the resilience. You need to be passionate with what you're doing. But again, even when you're scared, you need to, are you able to take that risk and faith of the unknown? Because when you're starting a business, you don't know how tomorrow will be. And you might start this business and it might fail. You might start another, it might work. So you don't know. So you're going with faith. So are you ready? So I feel the number one thing you need to do is get prepared mentally. And I think also when you get into business, also get into spaces where you are with people who do business. So that, because business can be very lonely. Very extremely lonely, and no one understands what's happening with you. So get into spaces so that you're also mentally okay. Get into spaces where you're able to tell people, these are my stress, what can I do, how can I be helped, how can I grow, and it's okay to ask for help. Because there's no book that will teach you how your business will grow. Every day you learn. So it's very critical that you get yourself into a group, into spaces that you're able to grow. Also for people who want to grow into their careers, start being into leadership spaces. You want to get into leadership spaces, start even in your local church. Start there.
Lift your hand.
Just go. Even if you don't know how it will be, but start there. So that now you're able now to grow into that space. When there's an opportunity at work to lead into anything, to plan an event, to do it. Just do it. And then now you start learning, I'm actually good at this. And then you start getting now the confidence. So that's very critical.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, we were told, I can't remember when we were told this, but somebody said that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. In this case, it's Wairimu. All work and no play. So the other side, the social side of Wairimu, are you social even? Do you have like a downtime? What do you do?
So Wairimu is very social. Wairimu is very social. But I will say, I feel like my first years of business, I also got very caught up into the business. It's like a small baby. So you're just there taking care of the baby. So your social space somehow gets affected. But apart from that, Wairimu is very social. I love getting into networking spaces where I can just talk and talk. I love talking. Where I can talk with people. I love, we do team building. So I love also facilitating team building because I love to play. I love, what is it called? Bowling. Yes. We can go bowling.
Yes, we should.
Yes. So I love bowling, and I loved hosting. So hosting people, my friends.
And cook for them, literally?
Cook for them. Game nights, play games. So, I'm a social being. So I enjoy, at least that is my way. And also I love watching movies. So when I just want to unwind, I will watch a movie. Funny thing, I will put music and dance alone. And just have fun. Yes. Something else I am doing, I've learned. Nowadays, I love just listening, because I love to listen to R&B, just old school music. So I do that as I'm painting. So this is a newfound thing.
The painting one. You should share some of your paintings.
I will.
I'd love to see what you've been doing.
So I think I'm a very creative person. On the other side, it's only that maybe technically not, but I love just creativity and all that. So that is what I do on
And everyone should find their balance, because I mean, we are all so serious. Life is living.
I know.
It is getting serious by the day.
I know.
You know, that's why when people are told, come out and let's throw stones. I mean, we are all out there with the stones because we are
frustrated.
We are frustrated.
Yes,
and we're going through so much. It's
Yeah.
good to know what is your downtime. How do you unwind for you?
Yeah.
For someone else, it's reading a book. For someone else, it's a movie. Whatever it is, but it is. I feel it is
something.
important
Yes.
to unwind and
Yes.
just get back to your, that zone of, just
true.
balance.
True.
Right?
Very important.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This has
Thank
been
you.
amazing. This has been so, so beautiful.
Thank
You have
you.
shared with us practical tools.
Yes.
Because I feel like even if I was going for an interview tomorrow, I feel like I have the tools. I feel like I would go there and ace it and get that opportunity.
Yes.
Because now you've demystified it. It's no longer, before, in fact, when we started talking, let me just confess this.
Uh-huh.
When I started talking about interviews, I was tensing. Like, part of me was like,
You're thinking,
oh my gosh, I can't imagine myself in that room.
Yeah.
But now you've made it like a natural thing, you know. And the other fact, I also like that you said it's not everyone who grows out of employment into business.
No.
That's a very important point.
Yeah.
That's very important.
So don't stress yourself.
So even if all your family members are doing, into business and they're doing well, does not mean that it's your natural, path.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good to know you.
You can progress in your career.
You can progress in your career.
And do very well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So our viewers would like to see you. I'm sure some of them would want to know
Yes.
where you're found.
Uh-huh.
So where would they find you in case they want more of this? They want this discussion,
Yes.
either for themselves, for their loved ones, for their friends.
Mm-hmm.
How would they find you?
Yes. So maybe just to introduce again, so the company is called Stella HR.
Yeah.
Solution, we are based in Kiambu Road, Feruzi Towers. Our services, we are very big on HR audit for business owners so that they're able to know where they are in their businesses, the gaps that they have.
Yeah.
And from there, we are able to tell them findings and recommendations. What can you do to make your business scale up to the next level?
Yes.
So those are the things that we're able to help you with.
Yeah.
We're also big with organization structuring. We say when you have clear structures in your business, you're able to function, you're able to grow, you're able again to scale up, and even your employees are able to grow in the company.
Yes,
Because
yes.
if the business is scaling up, also do the employees. So that's very critical. Something else that we do is recruitment and selection, and we do a lot of training. So as I said, we are based in Kiambu Road. That is our HQ. We are opening a branch in Nanyuki.
Good to
Yes,
know.
for the mountain region. Yes, so people in the mountain region don't feel like you're left out.
Yes.
Your HR consultant is
The
here.
Morema people are represented. That's good.
At Stella, we say we are young, we are bold.
And for sure, you're young, you guys.
Yes,
I saw you.
and unorthodox. So we tailor-make solutions to fit different companies. So it doesn't matter if you're 5 years, you're 10 years, you're 20 years, we'll tailor-make solutions to fit your company. And as we said, we're purpose to lift you up. So maybe our handles, just check out Stella HR Solutions from Facebook to Instagram to LinkedIn. We're big on LinkedIn. So just check us out for job seekers looking for jobs. Kindly also check us out. If you're having challenges, maybe acing in interviews, you can come. We can have one-to-ones. We are able to mentor. We do a lot of mentorship. Also, especially for the young people. So if you're there, you're struggling, don't struggle anymore. For the business people, as a CEO, wherever you are, just know your main job is mentorship, strategy, and marketing. If you're caught up in operations and you're having a burnout, come and see us so that you're able to structure your business.
Amazing.
Yes.
That's
so
well
I will
said.
share the contacts.
Yes, you will, and we'll put them down below.
Thank you.
We'll link that up. Now, give us our viewers, the viewers who have been watching with us, and I know they have really followed up this conversation. Give us 3 empowering tips, just 3. Yeah.
So what I will say for everyone, 1, believe in yourself.
Good.
Because no one is going to believe in yourself as much as you will. You need to believe, and believing comes with understanding who you are, loving yourself, appreciating yourself. Because again, you need to appreciate yourself. Don't wait for people to appreciate you. Appreciate yourself. Show up for yourself. Either it's in your career, either it's in your business, whatever you're doing, show up for yourself. Believe in yourself and be happy.
I like that. Yes, so you need to be happy.
Yeah,
we need
be
to
happy.
we need to learn
Do
how to
what
be
you
happy.
love, be
Yes,
happy. Yes.
yes.
Ensure you're
Thank
happy.
you.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
And be your authentic self.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with that, I feel we have received tools to go out bigger,
Yeah.
bolder, and better.
Yes.
Right? The tools we have received, very, very practical from Marimo Njoroge. We are now ready to go out there in the field. So you guys, let us know what you're interacting with. What were your aha moments from this conversation? Please talk to us. We'd want to know. Share this with a friend. This conversation was, I'm sure it will help a lot of your friends, a lot of your relatives. Share with them. Subscribe if you haven't already. More powerful conversations are coming. Empowering women is what we do, and we're also empowering ourselves. And as we're doing empowering other women, we're also empowering ourselves because we've learned we have to keep growing. We don't know it all.
You don't know. You
We
keep
don't
on
know
learning.
it all, but we are learning.
Yes.
And I am so blessed to have our beautiful guest here. She has really poured into us, and she has been gracious enough to honor our invite. I'm sure I'll call you back here.
Thank you.
Yeah, if the audience asks for you, we will definitely have you back here.
I will be back.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Marimo, for your time.
Too.
I really appreciate you, and thank you for a wonderful moment that we've had.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.